Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Chemistry with Kismet Tarot. I am Monica, the Kismet Chemist. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the family. I'm honored to have you here. If you are returning, welcome back. I have missed you. Okay, so I have been pondering this particular subject to do a Let's Talk video for about a week and a half. I actually reached out to Odessa Mall from Odessa Mall's Intuitive Mystic Healing. I'm probably saying that wrong, so I'm going to look it up because my words have been tripping all over themselves with everything going on. It's Mystic Intuitive Healer. And I will be linking her down in the description box below. So thank you, Odessa, for allowing me to use you as inspiration for this video. But we are going to be talking about listening versus hearing. So I'm a parent, and I'm sure that you all know that because, I've done collaborations with my son. I actually have one scheduled for next week with my daughter, Eliza. So we are doing a collaboration for next week as well. But as a mom, there's always this, are you hearing me? Are you listening to me? That comment gets thrown around so often. And my ears are ringing so loud right now. So there is so much spiritual energy right now. So if I get a little distracted, don't be alarmed. When we're talking about listening versus hearing, and we're talking spiritually listening versus hearing, there's so much that goes into it. We can listen to our guidance, but we don't necessarily hear it. So there will be times where I will watch a video of another reader and I won't actually hear the message. I'll listen to it. I can fall asleep to certain messages, certain readers, because the power of spirit moving through them is so strong that it's enough for me to feel comforted and go to sleep. That's, like one of my little things. I get so deeply comforted when I can hear spirit in someone's voice, and I will find myself falling asleep. We can listen to our guidance, but do we always hear it? When I was watching Odessa and watching her videos, something that she says all the time that I would listen to, and it took me a while before I actually heard what it meant, heard why it was so important for her to say this, is she will say, I'm a psychic. I read the red flags. I know the red flags. And because I'm a psychic, I will be able to say, okay, that's a red flag. You're not in my life. I'd listen to that and be like, holy shit. I wonder, like, what would it be like to be that way? What would it be like to say that? What would it be like? But the thing is I wasn't hearing it. What I needed to hear was what it meant. To me, listening to that means she had to go through all the phases of doubting herself, of second guessing herself, of caving to the red flags, and then learning how to embrace being a psychic, because all of that second guessing is second nature to human beings. Because we want to believe the best in people. We want to believe that they're great people. We want to give them second chances, especially when it's someone that we love. And then we have to learn to give ourselves all the chances that we've been giving to other people. That's what it means to hear the message. You hear all of what's hidden underneath it. You hear all of what's hidden around it, surrounding it. The other part of this message has everything to do with my readings. I do pick a card readings. I do readings for a collective, and I hear all the time, this felt like a personal reading to me. This was so deeply personal. It was like you were speaking directly to me. I want you guys to think about, you're listening to the readings, and when you hear the messages, when you hear it, you are hearing about your own life. Now look at the comments and look at all the people that have commented similar or resonance with the pile that you have selected. Now think about how deeply personal that impacted you. It's impacting other people with the same pile. Does that mean that reading is any less personal for you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's something that I used to feel all the time. Like I would watch a reader, I'd watch one of Lexi's videos, or I'd watch one of Odessa's videos, or I would watch, say, Rosology's videos, and it would be so personal. It would be so synchronistic, so serendipitous in that moment. And I would be like, oh my God, somebody gets it. Somebody gets me. Somebody understands. Somebody's reading all the same things that I'm reading. Oh my God. It's that last thought. Somebody's reading all the same things I'm reading. I used to look at the comments and be like, oh, maybe it's not for me because all of these other people, but it felt so personal. It felt so important, so powerful to me personally. But it's a collective reading and I couldn't understand it. There was this glitch in my brain and I just couldn't understand, like, what the hell, spirit? What the hell? Why lead me here and have it be like, oh, this is for all these other people? You know why? Because we go through this spiritual journey and we feel fucking alone. We feel alone. We feel alone on this journey so often. And spirit goes, if you're feeling alone, let me show you something. Let me gift you this awareness. Let me show you that you're not alone. So you go to my pick of cards and you watch a video and you are like, oh, that's so personal. That it was like speaking directly to me. Now look at all the people that commented the same thing or commented about that pile. Now look at all the people that are experiencing something to a similar degree in a similar theme in their life that you are experiencing right now. So for all those times that you have felt alone, you now have down in the comment section all the people that resonate exactly with what you're going through, exactly with what you've dealt with, exactly with what you're feeling. You have an entire group of people that you may not know them, but at least you can go to bed at night, you can lay your head down and you can say, I am not alone in this. I am not feeling this all on my own. I am not the only one experiencing this. There is a whole group of people out there dealing with exactly what I'm dealing with. That's what it means to hear the messages in their entirety. That's what it means to come and to listen, as well as to hear what the bigger picture is. So for Odessa to say, I'm a psychic, I see all the red flags. The first time I heard that, I went, holy shit, people must attack her all the time for being egotistical. Like, what balls she's got. She's got like, oh my God, I was astounded. I was so enthralled because I was like, holy shit, you can actually say that? Like someone can actually say that. And granted, you guys know that I deal with imposter syndrome. This is a common thing for Leos. It is, and I think it's a common thing for everybody on the spiritual journey because we have to feel like imposters in order to really know our power, in order to really stand in our power, in order to really be able to be like, fuck anyone who says they're going to come at me and try and challenge me for what I believe, for what I can do, for who I am. Fuck them, because this is who I am and I know it. In order to do that, you have to challenge yourself to the core, because that shows that you have heart. It shows that you care. It shows that you come from the heart. And I know, because I'm dropping F-bombs left and right. I know I sound so egotistical, but you know what? I have been attacked time and time again because I have stood in my power. I've stood for what is right for me. And then I have said, I don't want to give my services away for free, or I don't want to do this specifically for free because I've spent X amount of time building this, growing this, learning this, breaking myself down to do all of this. And I choose what is right for me, what is my path, and being attacked for those choices because I'm not thinking about the bigger picture. I'm always thinking about the bigger picture. And my problem was always that I did not think about the smaller picture. I never once thought about me. I thought about the bigger picture. I thought about everybody else. And Spirit went, no. I wasn't listening. I wasn't hearing. Spirit needed me to back down, to take care of myself, and to look at the smaller picture. to look at the home I was building, to look at the family that I had, to look at the love that I have with my marriage that has not been an easy thing along this spiritual journey. It has not. And if anybody has ever been through a spiritual journey and has awoken when your partner hasn't, and you stayed and you fought through and you healed through it, you are a rock star. And I am a rock star because that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing in my marriage because I know in my heart of hearts that it's the right thing. But the spiritual community, and I'm not knocking it because I'm part of it, but a lot of the spiritual community will tell you it's too hard. You're meant to separate. You have to go your own separate ways. No. True love does not separate. This is going off on a whole new tangent that I didn't intend on. But this is me telling you, when you come and you listen to videos, hear the message completely. That means hear all the subtle nuances. Hear the parts that the only way that they can come through me is because I've experienced it. That's the whole nature of being a reader. We only can speak to our own experiences. There are going to be times where we say things that we don't fully understand, but the only reason why we can say them is because our souls understand it. So our souls have experienced it. And that means that in some way, shape, or form, we experience it. That may be a huge challenge to a lot of people, but I don't care. I don't care because that's how spirit moves through me. That's what it means to be a conduit of healing, a conduit of energy, a conduit of messages. You let spirit move through you. And it's challenging and it's struggling. And it feels like your world is crumbling down around you a lot of the time. It almost feels like a perpetual tower moment. Or it's a tower moment that ends and then you just somehow end up right back in front of the tower moment. Or you like, hey, let's reverse this and just go from the tower moment straight to the hanged man and then just keep doing that little journey because you really don't ever get outside of that. And that's fine because at some point you do hit after the tower moment. You do get to the star, but you have to believe that you can get to the star. Right now, for any of you that are looking or watching my videos that are feeling as though I don't have anybody that I can relate to, look down in the comments. This is why I encourage everybody to comment. Yeah, I know the analytics, it helps my analytics. Yes, I know it helps my channel grow. Whatever. It helps each and every one of you to realize that you're not alone. The whole purpose of my community is to give people what I never had on my spiritual journey. It's to give you a safe space to you don't even have to interact with anybody. You don't have to interact with anybody else who's picking the same piles as you. If you guys don't feel comfortable with that, that's fine. But go down there and show your support, show your solidarity, but also look and see at the people that resonate with you and know 100% when you walk away from these readings, and especially like the one that I did with Lexi that was so powerful and so moving and so emotional and so like heart-wrenching and gut-wrenching for me to even film because they were just so powerful of energies and messages. Things like that. Comment, look at the comments, see the people, see that you are not alone in this and know that you are not alone in this and harness that awareness. Harness that awareness so that you know no matter what tower falls, no matter what happens, you heard the fullness of that message that you are not alone in this. That we all struggle and we all learn to rise, and we are here to help everyone else rise. Because if we don't all rise, then we all still fall because we're all connected. And it's one of the hardest concepts to grasp because we're all still trying to climb up individually, and we're meant to climb up individually. But each one of us, when we hit another rung on that ladder, when we hit another level above sea level on that mountain that we're climbing, we look down and we say, let me tell you how I got here. Let me tell you how I got here. Let me tell you how I got here. Let me tell you, let me show you. I will throw you a rope so that you have something more than what I had before me. That's what I'm here to do as a reader. That's what all readers are here to do, in my opinion. Some of us may not remember that that's why we're doing it, because we get caught up in the rat race. And I've been there. I've done that. I've gotten sucked into that. But we're here to help each other. We're here to help you realize that you're not alone, that it doesn't matter what Susie down the street did or said, because someone else is experiencing something similar somewhere else in the world, no matter what, because we're all connected. So we go through these things as a collective, even if some of us are at a different level of experiences collectively. That's why I can watch Odessa go, I'm a psychic. I know the red flags and I won't fall to the red flags. And I can go, holy shit, somebody can say that. And it inspires me. It inspires me to come here to speak my truth even more firmly because somebody else is doing it. That's why we're here. We're here so that you can hear spirit, not just listen, but hear. Hear with these, hear with this, hear with this, and hear with this. And these, your chakras, your mind, your body, your soul, your heart, so you can hear with the entirety of what you are and who you are, from your higher self down to 6 feet below your feet with that Earth Star chakra. And yes, I know it's like 6 inches, but I said 6 feet for some reason to my daughter the other day. And she goes, Mom, is that why we bury people 6 feet under, so that they can return back to Earth? Like return from being anchored to the earth. And I was like, holy shit. Like the revelation of that moment with my daughter was like, wow. So the Earth Star chakra is like 6 feet underneath us. And we bury people 6 feet underground for the sake that that's where they anchored down when they came here. That makes perfect sense. It makes exact perfect sense. And I've never once thought of it, but my 14-year-old daughter did. My 14-year-old genius psychic daughter did. She's another reason why I do this, so that she will learn to listen and to hear and to be all she is meant to be, because she is up against huge walls, because her dad doesn't believe in anything that her and I do. And that's his downfall. That's his downfall. That's his hindrance, his fear. But it's not going to be mine. Not any longer. And I won't let it be hers. And I'm not speaking this to speak ill on him. I am speaking this because this is why I'm sitting here going, me and my daughter are psychics and I'm teaching her these things. And I am here to enlighten you. And I am here to uplift you. And I am here to illuminate a path for you, to show you that you can illuminate your own path. That I am doing. I am doing this here for you right now, hoping that you listen, hoping that you hear. Because no one did it for me. No one except for readers on YouTube who didn't know me from Adam. And I thank my lucky stars that I met Lexi. I thank my lucky stars that I met Odessa, because interacting with both of them has really, really, really radically transformed my opinion and my beliefs about what I do and the worth and the purpose behind it and what it holds the potential for. They did that for me. They got me. Their help, their love, their support, their guidance got me here. They got me here to this point. I got me here to this point. Spirit got me here to this point. What got you here to this point was Spirit bringing you here. It was a series of situations. A lot of you can say Lexi got you here. So if this resonates, go thank her. If this resonates, go thank Odessa. You can thank me, absolutely. But thank those who came before me too, because they're the ones who threw a rope down for me and said, hey, let me show you. Let me show you what you can do. Let me show you who you can be. Let me show you that you're not alone in this. And that's why I'm here doing what I do. Okay, my loves, this was really powerful. I personally can't wait to watch this back because I know a lot of this was not something that I was planning on, but I sat here and I said, okay, Spirit, whatever you want to say. I literally took a nap before this. I was watching Crazy Dreamer, and I think I got maybe like 5 minutes into the pile that I picked, which if you haven't seen Crazy Dreamer and the Crazy Dreamer Network, like her readings are amazing. Go check her out. And I don't know her personally, but she's just a wonderful reader. But I was about 5 minutes in, and the power of spirit moving through her was so strong that I was so comfortable and I just fell right asleep. And I woke up very recharged, very refreshed. And I said, okay, what are we doing? Am I filming Capricorn yet? And then it was like, no, let's talk. And I said, okay, Spirit, let's talk. And that's how I got here. So I want to say thank you so much to your guides and my guides for bringing you guys here, for facilitating the connection so that I could bring forth messages about energies that I know that the collective are waiting to hear. I want to say thank you so much to Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, so much. I am always ever so appreciative, and I am ever so grateful and honored and humble to be able to sit here and work with you and spread these messages, because it just, yeah, you already know. It just like, it lights me up from the inside out. It just does. I want to say thank you so much to you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm almost at 700. And I like batted away all the emotions because it was like, I've got rising sign messages. I've got rising sign messages. And then this morning I was dropping my kids off and I was going to pick my husband up so that he could drop me back off so that I could film without having to stop in the middle of my day and go pick him up from work, because we're, one vehicle. And as I'm driving back, I'm like, Spirit's like, knock, 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 knock at the door of my heart. And like, it blew open and I was like sobbing, and I was like, oh my God, I have almost 700 subscribers and people are telling me every day that I'm helping them and I don't know how to handle this and I'm so happy. And like, I was a mess. I was ugly crying. I was just like gratitude ugly crying. So I do want you guys to know I am so damn grateful for each and every one of you. I said before, when I was like, I think I was approaching 300 or 400, I was like, I hope this never goes away. And it doesn't go away. It doesn't get any less exciting. It doesn't get any less like, this is just so fulfilling. It's me living my passion. That's all I'm doing, is living my passion. And I get to help people. And it's a fucking blessing. And I am so grateful. I am so, so grateful. And I want you all to know that. So thank you so much. If this resonated, you guys know the deal. Go ahead, hit that like button, share it out, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to catch my Mercury retrograde guidebook. It is down in the description box with my author link. And check out Odessa's channel because she's a fucking rock star. And now I have the hiccups because energy. So I love you all. I will see you guys all next week with more pick a cards, including my collab with Eliza. And we will be finishing up rising sign messages with, let's see, tomorrow, which would be Thursday, will be mutable signs, and then cardinal signs will be on Saturday. So I will see you guys at those. And if I don't see you at those, I will see you after. Mwah. I love you all. Bye.